On today's episode of B2B Behind the Brand, I want to talk about how you can make extra revenue in your spa or salon without even really thinking about it, and ways you can train your staff to incorporate add-ons, room cost averaging, as well as even retail sales. So let's dive in. So today I just had the most eye-opening experience. I was out for a walk on my lunch break with Millie, and I was just thinking about all the different ways that we can actually incorporate sales and how to actually add revenue, as well as experiences to our spas or salons. And as I was walking, I was just brainstorming all the different things that we do in our spa or salon that I want to make known for you to know as well, to incorporate these things. So some of the biggest things that I think about when I'm trying to gain more cost per room or even sales revenue in my spa or salon, I think about how we're advertising or talking about those add-ons. So whether that's your monthly special with those add-ons or your day-to-day add-ons, or even how you sell them. So something simple as the way McDonald's does it. I always say, do you want fries with that, right? How often you hear that at the drive-thru or whether you're at the takeout counter. So what I love about that is you're kind of leaving it in their hands, whether they want that add-on or not, but it's kind of giving that positive kind of, instead of giving a question, it's kind of like, this is the opportunity I have available for you. This would be a great add-on. This is why I think your skin would benefit from it, or your lashes or brows, and really sell it that way. So whether you're doing a lash lift or a brow lamp, lash extensions, a facial, even getting your hair processed at the sink, you can add on some of these services, such as a lip and eye treatment. You could add on some of these brow tints or lash tints while they're getting that done, whether that's a spa or salon again. Different add-on services if you realize you have time after that service to squeeze in an eyebrow wax or add on an extra treatment like a paraffin wax or something for their pedicure. So there's so many things, but all these add-ons don't have to cost money. And that's something that I really try to hone in on when we're doing those as cryo globes, for example. It's a one-time cost that you're purchasing those globes, but you're actually able to add that on multiple times. I think of that as high frequency as well for your facials. You're purchasing that machine, but over time, once that's been paid for, it's just extra revenue added and those add-ons. Little things as well as, like I said, the lash lifts and tints and all the things that can be really small services, but can make a huge impact, like that brow wax added on with that brow lamp, or even a tint when people are doing the lash lift and tint. Really make sure that you're, I'm processing your lashes. Do you want me to also tint your brows for you? And we also have time for a brow wax as well. It's right. It's like the different add-ons you can do while people are processing or waiting. Personally, I love just get me in and out as fast as possible with the spa service, whether that's getting my nails done, getting my lashes done. I feel like because maybe I live and breathe spa, that I'm just like, if I can get both services done at the same time, that is amazing for me. And a lot of people are like that, right? So trying to figure out how you can get people in without making it obviously feel like rushed. But I have so many clients that request if they can get a manicure pedicure done at the same time. So whether you're getting your hair processed, you might be able to also get a spa service done at the same time. So really think about that when you're adding those add-ons to your spa or salon, whether that's the online booking or the check-in process, your receptionist, the consent forms. There's all these different ways that you can have those touch points, incorporating those add-ons for them. So talking about that, I think having it even on your spa menu, right? Having a section of like potential add-ons that they could have depending on the service that they're getting done. Also, I think of training your staff, right? With even when it comes to the consultation, looking at their skin, seeing the different benefits of some of these services or different mask as well. Like you might say, you know what, I also think we should add in this additional mask because your skin is dehydrated. It needs this extra moisture. And I'm also going to look into some retail products for you to take home with you as well, so then we can continue the skincare regime after this facial. So when it's kind of incorporated, instead of being like salesy, it's like more like you're helping that person, right? I always think about you're like helping your best friend out. You're here, let me give you the best product that I would recommend for your skin. You are the expert, right? Giving yourself that confidence that you are the expert, you know what's best, and they're coming into you because they trust you. They want to know your feedback as well. So when it comes to adding those products in, also giving them two options, right? Don't overwhelm them. I feel like I've talked about this in past episodes as well, is giving them two options to pick those products and not giving them the option to kind of say no. It's like, whether you want this scrub or this scrub, these are the reasons why, this is the price point, and these are our best sellers. And then they choose from there. Another tip that I've heard as well, and I've started doing this, is adding AM and PM and the steps that these products are incorporated in. So let's say you're sending them home with a new skincare regime. You're incorporating these new products into their original routine, but you're going to add in a new scrub. Okay, so you're going to add that into their PM routine. This is going to be after they double cleanse. They're going to be adding this scrub, and actually writing that on the box. So then when they go home, they don't feel overwhelmed, or when do they even use this product? And then they don't end up using the product at all, right? So making it silly simple. And remember, not everyone's an esthetician. Not everyone remembers the skincare routines that need to be put in. And also doing a follow-up. Call them after a couple of days of their facial or their hydrobrasion, or even let's say they just had a color done. Touch base with them and make sure that service was what they expected. Or I know with Mango Mint, they're working on a few little things behind the scenes, as well as having those automated systems to be able to send those out. Write in their reports or their client notes what services they had done, and maybe write down that you had talked to them about adding on a tint, and then making notes what tint color you might have used. So if they're booked with someone else, then they also know, or say you talk to them about adding the tint on for the next time. So then when they are sitting in your chair, you're able to have that conversation again. I can't remember what the study is, but how many times people need to hear or see something before purchasing. And it's almost like a reminder, right? It's like, oh, wow, this is a sign that it's been brought up again, or I was just thinking about that. Maybe I should purchase it. And I've noticed that a lot with even our Kula products. We carry the Kula sunscreen at the spa. It sells like hotcakes. The product speaks for itself. And skincare, we all know that sunscreen is one of the most important things that we can do to protect our skin from aging and sunspots and all the things. So people are really starting to see that in our marketing of, you know what, you need to protect yourself from the sun. Come in and use our spray tan booth and pair that with one of our Kula products. Hey there, beauty enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level and dive into the world of lash lifts, tints, and brow laminations? Look no further than Muskoka Beauty online courses. With Muskoka Beauty, you'll learn the artistry of lash lifts and tints and master the technique of brow laminations, all from the comfort of your own home. Plus, each course comes with a full kit included, ensuring you have everything you need to succeed. And here's the best part. Our listeners get an exclusive offer. Use promo code podcast10 to save 10% off any online course at Miskoka.com. So why wait? Elevate your beauty game today with Muskoka Beauty online courses. Visit Miskoka.com and enroll now. So really kind of sandwiching almost like a service with a product is also a great way to upsell and create that add-on experience. Some of the other things is some of your staff might not feel confident in certain services, and that's why they're not upselling or selling. So whether you have a spa manager or the actual person that does your training and onboarding, kind of like your HR, make sure that they're touching base with them in either their personal performance reviews, or even like when a service does come up and they're like, oh, I'm never really confident in this service, make sure they book time in with that expert to be able to shadow them, be able to actually have the service done themselves, to figure out the little things that they might be doing wrong. We ran into that a little bit with lash lifts, for example. One of the girls was using different rods and someone else was using separate ones. So the outcome, depending who that client was booked with, the outcome was different with each service or with each technician. So really making sure that every service is done the same. Sure, we have little things that we might do different as each technician, but just make sure that each service is done the same. So then when anybody's booked in, it's cohesive within that spa experience. Even when booking, like your staff, I have staff that want to learn, which I absolutely love and I'm so grateful for, because they want to extend their spa menu. So whether they're booked in with one technician, I know that technician's also able to do that extra add-on or that extra service, and it makes the booking process a lot easier for the spa receptionist as well as online booking and for that client. That was a lot of information all at once. I felt like it was like just kind of blurting things out as they're coming to mind, but I'm really passionate about this subject because add-ons can really, really add extra revenue. And I know we are past the 6-month mark in 2024, but these are just little key points that can really get the needle going when adding that extra revenue. Plus, depending how your pay structure is at your spa or salon for clients for employees, is they're going to get tipped more, or they're going to be added more with those commission rates to be able to actually make more money with these add-ons, which is so important. And the client also feels valued. They feel like you're looking out for them for the next best service or the next, elevated experience. And we were just talking about that with our hydrobrasion machine. It's one of our most popular facials, no matter the time of year, the season, anything. And how we can really advertise, like, yeah, you can get a hydrobrasion, but if you're getting married or you're going to a venue of some sort or an event, add on a dermaplaning for that for an extra $40. And you're getting a deep exfoliation with both the hydrobrasion and the dermaplaning, but you're also getting like a detoxifying experience with that hydrobrasion and nourishing hydration as well. So that's something that we add on, but then even from there, you can take it to the next level of adding a Miskoka Beauty lip and eye treatment. You can add on some cryo globes. You can add on an additional mask experience for them as well with an Estamax mask. And it just keeps going. Like, personally, I love a good scalp massage, and that just elevates the relaxation of that service. So think of some of your favorite experiences at spas or salons you've had and how you can actually add those in. Getting your hair washed, that is another one of my favorite things, I think, because of the scalp massage. But get it so they can add an extra 5 minutes on or something for a scalp massage or like a mask treatment while they're already at the sink, right? So you want to look at either your chair, your room rental, or your room space, or even if it is a rental, how you can really amplify that amount of money or revenue in those specific areas. On your daily reports, that's another thing, is seeing what services are bringing in the most amount of money. That's one of my favorite exercises we did through Erin's program, is looking at what services you're offering and what specials you're doing, but really, is that what's moving the needle and what revenue is coming in? Or could you just run without any specials or have these additional add-ons at a discounted rate, let's say, to then make it almost persuade the customer or client to be able to do this? Or like a gift with purchase or a gift with service or a discounted retail item when booking that service. We've done a lot of different ones, even for packages and such, with like our open houses. We've looked at doing some different skin clubs as well, doing like a loyalty program for facials. There's just so many. We even were talking about like peel parties, something that benefits people, but it also gives you that kind of elevated edge that no one else is doing in your community. And I really, really love kind of coming up with new innovative ways to incorporate our favorite services for our clients. And we've done that with our hydrobrasion machine. It's really mobile. It's great. We purchased it through Luma Farm and it's great. It comes with a carrier bag. We're able to go to different open houses with that, or events or ladies' days. And the hydrobrasion machine speaks for itself. It's amazing. And we know for a fact that is one of our most popular services, and people have amazing results with it. So if you have a service that you really love and you know that people are already raving about, what's a way you can pair it with one of the other services like we did with dermaplaning, and kind of gets people interested or want to experience that next level of that favorite service that can get them the even better results than they already are getting. Even with your social media marketing, I know McKenna, our social media marketer for the spa, she always comes up with really creative ways on how to market it. And remember to keep the client it's the client's idea, right? So remember, when you are doing your marketing, don't make it too confusing. Make it really easy to understand. Have bullet points, even in the description below. Really make it transparent for the client to be able to understand why they should be getting that done, why their skin would benefit from it. And remember that they don't understand the esthetician lingo, right? It's like when we go to our bookkeeper or accountant and they start going off about things, and I'm like, okay, can you please keep this simple? Like, put it back into English for me to be able to digest this. And that's the same thing when you're talking to your clients about products. One of the best explanations I ever had about like a chemical exfoliation was talking about Pac-Man. Think of Pac-Man, it's coming along and it's eating all those dead skin cells. And that is the easiest way I have sold so much exfoliation, especially chemical exfoliation, because people can visually see what that product is doing on the skin. And that's what I think more of us need to do within spa, is to understand where the client's coming from, helping them out, make sure they're getting the best service. And it's really simple. It's really that simple. You just have to remember that we are estheticians, we are here for our clients, and what can benefit them to get the best results. And that consultation, right? That consultation is so important, and getting all that information, really reading through the client forms, understanding the problem they're having and how we're going to solve it, and getting them on the right products at home, as well as their services coming into the spa or salon. So I hope you got something from this episode today. I feel like it was just kind of a brain dump of different ideas I have and how you can really scale and grow your business, and thinking about those easy little numbers, right? Like thinking about, okay, do I really need a full 15 minutes to flip my room? Or can I get that done in 10 minutes so I can get the next client in, right? And that really adds up at the end of the day, depending on how many hours you have in the day, to how much room you have in each room, the cost per average, all the things. So really break down the numbers on a day-to-day basis on your reporting. And before you know it, you might have $1 million spa and not even know it. So really make sure you're setting those goals. They're tangible, and they're easy to reach, but really make them simple. Break it down day by day, week by week, month by month, and you're going to hit that goal this year. I know you will. And thank you so much for listening to this episode. Please comment below if you have anything you took from this episode that you're going to implement into your spa or salon, or send us a DM on Instagram. Love to hear from all of you, and thanks so much for listening.